So this is Maria Zavala. She is the event planner for an organization called Latinos Progresando. Maria, I wanted to ask you a question for how to plan a fundraising event. And my question was, what are some tactics to use when persuading people to donate money?
Well, persuading anyone to give money is a little tough just because money is money. We're going through, the economy is kind of stabilizing now, but it's still a little tough to get people to give money just because there's so many nonprofits out there, so much competition. So I guess not war, but the competition is getting a little tougher just in terms of getting foundations to sponsor you, either just corporate sponsors or anything else. I would say that the first one would just be to sound enthusiastic about what you do and present the organization in a good way. So I think that's the main one, because if you meet with a sponsor, with a potential sponsor, and they look at you like you don't know anything about your organization or you just look unsure about what you're doing, how could they be sure about giving you money? So you first have to really sell it. Just make sure that you know what the money is going for, what your organization does, even if it's like just what the money will be going to, pretty much, and just know the basic foundations of your organization and the program. Just know everything really well, the mission, all of that. Another thing I would say would be just to have meetings over lunches. I just feel that that's very meet with them. So if you have a potential sponsor, you can contact them, set up a meeting, but I think it's always really good to do it in person. And I feel like over lunch is a good way to do it, just because you could talk about it. It's a little more informal than anything else, and just because a lot of people go out for lunch anyway, so it's not like you're taking so much of their time, and they're more I guess they're more acceptable to going out for lunch rather than dinner or things like that, because then it messes with their personal time. So I would say for lunches. Another thing I would say is just have other people introduce you to people. So I think that sometimes it's good to reach out to a potential sponsor just via email or something. But I feel like the best way is just look at your contacts, your pool of contacts now, and kind of try to get other people to introduce you to other people in a sense of like networking with the corporate or the foundation world. And I think that really helps, because in terms of them getting back to you, like with money or remembering you or even having meetings with you, they'll remember you. Oh, this is a contact from this person or that. So I feel like that really helps just in the overall process of, at the end, getting some money from them. I would say that the last thing would be just to show them that you appreciate them, regardless if they give money or not. So let's say you go out to a meeting with a sponsor and they look at your sponsorship packet and your materials and they're like, you know what, we can't support you this year. Don't forget about them. Add them to your list of mail. Be like, oh, thank you so much, but you know what? It's okay, just come to our event anyway. Give them a pair of complimentary tickets to whatever it is, and maybe they'll show up, and maybe if they go to your event, they'll love it and they'll be like, wow, this is so great, and then next year they'll give you money. So that's how it is. It's just, I think everything is about cultivating relationships with sponsors and making yourself known, but also just being I guess very confident in yourself and what you do and what your organization does, just so that they can know that their money's not just going to go to waste and that it's going for a good cause.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.